And so please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
More like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring
Oh wow, you really have to come in here?
like this guy.
Is this
No,
is this really happening? He meant the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now that you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
but you're more in the category like Wilfred Arnold. Okay?
My man. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic. That's great, partner. You two ever go out place everything in its proper place?
That does not make sense, but we usually do go. We head to Kroger's, and we work.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum. Oh, God! And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog. How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes. You
Okay,
gotta
so
have the eyes
can you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
how
I
do you do it?
mean,
Teach
the
me
smile,
something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you know you gotta get the smile going on some shoes, but you know.
Wait, hold up.
You got.
I gotta
when
try
it's
this
time,
with
when,
you.
when it's
Hold
time
on.
to laugh,
I gotta try this
you gotta
with
think
you.
of something funny
All
and start laughing.
Do it again. Do it again. How do you do it? Teach me.
Sexy eyes.
The sexy eye.
This is sexy eyes right here.
Smizing?
Smile.
So you're smizing.
Smizing.
Okay.
And then you gotta get the.
No, I look like I need to take a poop or something.
Wish words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
Toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. I know I said last night in my last night's show that I was going to be on today, for a little bit and all that. So I'm here, y'all. There's some interesting breaking news that's happened as of right when I got started, right before I got started today. And it's very interesting news. It's very interesting news indeed. Well, let's just see. We're going to jump into it, but of course, Trump has now nominated Judge Amy Coney Barrett to take over RBG's seat in the Supreme Court. And this is breaking news. This has happened. This is happening right now as I am talking right now. I think she's at the podium right now talking to everybody and saying how she's so honored to be nominated, so on and so on and so forth. But of course, we're going to jump into that here very shortly because, you know, there's a question of who is she? Do we even know who this person is? Honestly, this is not somebody, obviously, I'm not like hardcore, heavily political and like knowing what's going on in the world of politics and everything in regards to the people that are on the up and up and the next up and comers in regards to waxing political. But this is a very interesting choice that he has taken. Judge Amy Coney Barrett is a federal judge and a Notre Dame law professor, is a proven conservative with a compelling personal story who has long been atop President Donald Trump's Supreme Court short list. So obviously she has now been nominated. And we're going to talk about that, guys. We're going to be talking about that for sure, guys. And just seeing what the heck is going on and everything. But good afternoon, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Hopefully Saturday's treating you well. In my neck of the woods, it is a beautiful weekend. And so apparently it's going to be one of the last few weekends we're going to have. That's going to be like really, really nice. So I'm going to keep this show kind of short and sweet, but, I wanted to come on and just chat it up with y'all and talk about this breaking news. There are a couple other things that we are going to talk about here. Like they are on the subjects or on the title down below. So we are going to be talking about a few things for show. But main thing that just broke literally just now is that Trump has officially nominated someone to take over Ruth Bader Ginsburg's seat in the Supreme Court. And this person's name is Judge Amy Coney Barrett. This is breaking news right now. It is literally happening right now as we speak. And so, let's find out. Let's find out who she is. I found this little video. I figured we could take a look at this and see what they have to say about who Amy Coney Barrett is. Let's check it out. Oh, that might be a problem. Let me unmute this bad boy.
People who know 48-year-old Amy Coney Barrett say her family is her #1 priority, and she made sure they were front and center at her 2017 confirmation hearing for the 7th Circuit.
We have our oldest 3 daughters with us today.
Barrett proudly showcased all 7 of her children, including Vivian and John, who she and her husband Jesse adopted from Haiti.
Vivian is our miracle. Vivian joined our family. She was born in Haiti, and she came home when she was 14 months old. She weighed 11 pounds. And she was so weak, we were told that she might never walk normally or speak. Today, Vivian is a track star, and I assure you she has no trouble talking.
The youngest child, Benjamin, has Down syndrome.
Benjamin has special needs, and that presents unique challenges for all of us. But I think all you need to know about Benjamin's place in the family is summed up by the fact that the other children unreservedly identify him as their favorite sibling.
Barrett's large family is just 2 children shy of matching the late Justice Antonin Scalia's. Barrett clerked for the staunchly conservative justice right out of law school and has marveled at his intensity.
It was intimidating working for him. You know, when he called you in his office, you had to be prepared to just go to the mat and talk about whatever it was, and he was always 5 steps ahead of you.
One of my friends put it this way. He said, Judge Barrett is the kind of person and the kind of judge that you would want to be the judge in a case if you didn't know which side you were going to be on.
Carter Sneed is part of Barrett's close-knit group of friends in South Bend, Indiana. He also has an adopted child and bonded with the Barrett family when it came to kids and cooking.
She and her family host extraordinary parties for Mardi Gras. She's from New Orleans, so she cooks Creole cuisine and makes jambalaya and red beans and rice and crawfish etouffee.
One issue that has come up before for Judge Barrett, how she balances her faith and the law.
If you're asking whether I take my faith seriously, and I'm a faithful Catholic, I am, although I would stress that my personal church affiliation or my religious belief would not bear on the discharge of my duties as a judge.
Senator Dianne Feinstein drew criticism from conservatives with her sharp questions about Barrett's religion in 2017.
You have a long history of believing that your religious beliefs should prevail. The dogma lives loudly within you.
As Barrett emerged as the frontrunner this week, her association with a multi-denominational Christian group called People of Praise began drawing attention. The group's board of governors is all male, and it has referred to women as handmaids in the past, a term that has since been dropped by the group. A spokesman for People of Praise tells CNN, Christian leadership in no way involves superiority or domination among spouses, but we have chosen to rely on male leadership at the highest level of our community based on our desire to be a family of families. We follow the New Testament teaching that the husband is the head of the family, and we have patterned our community on this New Testament approach to family life. Putting aside Barrett's potential past or present membership, Judge Barrett has made clear she leaves her religion out of her judicial opinions.
It's never appropriate for a judge to impose that judge's personal convictions, whether they derive from faith or anywhere else on the law.
Jessica Schneider, CNN, Washington.
Okay. Very interesting. There you have it, guys. That is basically a quick synopsis. I mean, obviously, this woman has been around on this planet a lot longer than just 4 minutes, but that was a brief breakdown of who is being nominated and who is being brought in to the fray in regards to the Supreme Court. And interesting that they would refer the people of praise. The people of praise would sit there and say, "Oh yeah, we regard women as, or have regarded women as handmaids." That and basically the very traditional, old school way of how a man should be the breadwinner, so on and so forth. And it's very interesting. Very, very interesting that someone who is extremely heavily religious And she's proud to say that she is heavily religious. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having someone who is who has a hardcore faith in whatnot. But I'm wondering how much of that is going to leak into her judgments or in her thoughts on how the country should be run, or bills and so on and so forth that are getting passed into the Supreme Court that they have to judge upon. It's going to be interesting how much what she does. You see what I'm saying? Because, I mean, here it is. We could sit here all day and go, "Mah," and get angry. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people going, oh, no. There's a lot of people that are sitting here thinking, oh, boy, bringing her is setting everything back. Or bringing her in brings everything, destroys everything that Ruth Bader Ginsburg worked so hard for and stood for. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, we don't know yet. She's just being nominated. Nothing's happened yet. We can only sit back and see what actually happens from here on out. But there you have it, y'all. Judge Amy Coney Barrett has been nominated by Trump to take over RBG's seat, y'all. Wow. What's really funny is that they sit there and they said all this other stuff like, oh, she adopted a child from Haiti. Congratulations. I mean, still, that's dope. I'm Haitian. So, hey, any opportunity for a child to have a better life, cool. But at the same time, makes you wonder a little bit what her motives were behind that. And then, of course, there's the guy that was sitting there going, oh, yeah, she throws these really great parties. She's an amazing cook. She knows how to make jambalaya and all this stuff. It's like, so? And? So? That don't mean a damn thing. She ain't cooking. She ain't cooking for the country. You know what I'm saying? She's making choices for the country. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens as time goes on, and if she actually does get the seat, and see if she does get appointed. It'll be very interesting to see what happens next. I'm going to read some of your comments though. LB, what's up, man? All this stuff irrelevant to me. Like, what does her actual record say on the bench? And that's what I think too. They give off this huge thing of like, oh, she's a devout Catholic. She's adopted a black baby, and she's an amazing cook. She knows how to make some Creole cuisine. Who gives a damn? What is she gonna do when she is appointed that seat? That is a very big seat to fill. By the way, extremely big seat to fill. And now if she does get appointed and she gets to take over that slot, is she really going to be unbiased? Is she really going to approach things in the best way possible? That's where I sit here and go, okay, I got to wait. We just got to sit back, wait and see, because it is kind of ridiculous to me. I haven't finished reading it, but I sent it to you. Article on her voting record. Ooh, okay, I'll take a look at it. Nicole, hello. I believe she is a strict Catholic. She is devout. She is a Orthodox Catholic, I guess. I don't know, Roman Catholic. All right. She has 6 or 7 children, most likely not pro-choice. I don't think she is pro-choice. I think she is pro-life, I think. Because there is something in regards to her thoughts on Roe v. Wade, which have been spiking up a lot of questions in regards to how she's going to approach things here in the near future. If she is appointed, of course, like I said, this is all if she is going to be appointed. If she gets appointed, the seat, this is the person that we're going to have in the seat. You see what I'm saying? Now we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see what happens. The only thing about Tanny Vane, thank you for the comment. The only thing I know about Amy Barrett is that she is an originalist, which means she tries to interpret the Constitution closer to its original meaning rather than adding new laws. Oh boy. See, now the thing is that could be a double-edged sword. That could definitely be a double-edged sword. If you're taking it to a literal sense, that could be a double-edged sword. Just saying. Good afternoon, Jalen. Thank you so much for hopping on. Appreciate it. But I want to hear your thoughts on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to open up the phone lines. Phone lines will be open. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this. Okay? So, hold on. 314-766-4581. Don't be shy. Pick up the phone. Give me a call. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to see what I got in this email from Tanya Vane. Let me see here. Hopefully it isn't too lengthy. Hopefully we can get straight to the point in this article here. Let's see. Let us see. Jeez. Oh, that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, let's see here. Oh, damn. There's a lot. Sorry, I'm like trying to like skim through this to see if I can find anything in here that just shows a little bit of her. You know, this is something I'm going to have to like sit back and actually read because that's a lot of information in there, y'all. That's a lot of info. Whole lot of info. But yeah, it's kind of long. Yeah, with a lot of reference links. And I'll take a look at that on another time because I'm sure we're going to be talking about her a lot over the next couple days and all that. Now, here's the thing. Somebody said earlier, well, dang, you know, he didn't like Trump ain't stopping for nothing. That's facts. He ain't slowing down. See what I'm saying? He's trying to take control. Now, if he doesn't do anything and he sits on his hands and he just lets it happen, and he lets that slot be open till the next, let's just say the next person gets appointed as president or until he gets reelected, that's a lot of time for him not to be able to get what he wants while he's still in office. So, of course, he's going to get that thing filled. Of course, he's going to get that slot filled with the quickness. With the quickness, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yes, she's a staunch conservative. Yes, Mr. Super. Good afternoon. She believes that corporations are people. That hurts. That is facts. Isn't that crazy? A staunch conservative. See, that's the kind of stuff that makes me nervous. Like I said before, that is literally taking everything that RBG has stood for and has fought for and retracted all of that, and you're going 50 years backwards. Literally. She's if you could see it, she's conservative. She's definitely a conservative. Like Mr. Super said, she is a staunch conservative. She believes in the nuclear family. She believes in the man of the house is the breadwinner, given the fact that she is part of that hardcore Catholic group called People of Praise that literally refer women or have referred to women as handmaids, almost like the Handmaid's Tale, you know what I'm saying? Under his eye. Glory be. You know what I'm saying? That's some scary stuff. That's some scary stuff. And like I said, that takes back everything that RBG has fought for and just threw it all away. Now, here's the thing. We don't know what's going to happen here. We don't know what's going to happen. She might go in there and just continue her legacy, continue the RBG legacy, and go there with an unbiased opinion or not. I got a phone call. Hey, you're on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name and where you calling from?
Good morning, Pascal. This is MB from Sydney, Australia.
Hey, MB, Australia, what's up, man? Good day, mate, or good evening, mate.
Good morning from Sydney, sunny Sydney. Nice to speak to you.
Yeah, nice to speak to you, too. How is everything? How's things going, brother?
Well, things are great here in Sydney. Beautiful weather. We're dealing with COVID pretty well at the moment.
That's good.
But good to see you, and good to actually finally get to speak to you and see everyone. It's nice to see you in the morning.
Yeah.
Really kind of concerned how quickly Trump is moving with this new appointment. And I'm nervous, Pascal. I'm scared. How many more days? 45 days or something left. And, I'm not sure what's going to happen. What's the mood around you at the moment?
Well, here's the thing. As of late, I am a little worried. And I'm not really worried as much about the Supreme Court nomination or anything like that. I think whoever gets picked is still going to be some, I don't know. I just don't know if anybody who's going to be able to fill the shoes that are of RBG's shoes. That's just my personal opinion. But at the same time, I'm kind of at that place now. We're like 40 some odd days up. There's 40 some odd days left in this election. And personally, I'm just ready. I'm really ready for things to be over, bruh. Like, I'm ready for things to just be like, okay, we have a new president or we got the same dude. Either one. I'm just getting really exhausted from there's this story and then there's this story and he said this and he said that. You know what I'm saying? It does make fun conversation, but at the same time, it's kind of like, I'm at the place of like, let's get to the point. You know what I'm saying? Let's just do this thing.
I do. I guess on the positive note, worst case scenario, just another 4 years.
Exactly. Just another 4 years. These 4 years
anyway, my friend,
went fast. But go ahead.
I was saying, my friend, nice to speak to you.
Nice to speak to you,
I will
too.
call in again.
Please.
And hi to everybody listening in.
Yeah, man. Hey, enjoy Australia. Hopefully it's starting to get warm over there, right?
Yes, it is.
I love it.
See you, my friend.
See you, man. Peace. LB said something that I agree with too. The Lonely Banner just said this. He said, I think people are overreacting on her. And I think in a way, excuse me, sorry. Something just flew in my eye. I think in a way, we have to wait to see. I think at the end of the day, we have to sit back and wait to see what she's going to do. You see what I'm saying? Like, if she ends up being she could be an amazing asset or she could be a nightmare. We never know. You see what I'm saying? Now, I know everybody's doing their deep dive and they're going, oh, this, and this, and this, and this could be this, and this could be that. And because she's behind this and she's a hardcore, Catholic, and she's obviously pro-life and all that, she's going to change everything. That's a good possibility too. But like I said, we can't know anything until we actually see her go into work. You know what I'm saying? So I guess we just got to sit back. If she actually does get appointed the seat, then we just have to sit back and see what she does. But at the same time, Trump being able to appoint her for that seat, nominating her for that seat, basically, she is in his pocket now. So anything he wants to get passed, if he wants to get rid of, let's say, Obamacare, because he's really, you know how it is, he's been real hardcore about trying to get rid of Obamacare. Now you got somebody in there that can probably do that for him, that can probably help him sway things. So then also on top of that, when it comes down to elections and whatnot, I mean, there's going to be just, the fact that she would be appointed to that seat, there's a whole lot of mess that's going to be going on, I think. But all we could do is sit back and wait and see what she's going to do. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. But MB, thank you so much for the call. I really appreciate it. I hope Australia's treating you very well. I hope it's treating you very well. Hopefully soon you'll be out there surfing in the waves or something. I don't know if you surf, but maybe if you do, hopefully you're out there enjoying it. And no more kangaroos bothering you, right? Because I heard they're a nuisance. I heard kangaroos are a huge nuisance. Anyway, like they thought Kavanaugh would side with Trump on everything, and he hasn't. And you know what, LB, you're absolutely right. But at the same time, though, he got her in his pocket. If she gets appointed, she owes him big time. So you know for a fact he's going to be able to, he's going to be able to throw that card down with the quickness. Just saying. T-Mail, what's up? Thank you so much for the comment. Is it a guarantee that she gets all the votes she needs, or is this already a done deal? I'm from UK and don't know details of how this works. That's a very good question. She has been nominated. I think there is a little bit of a process that needs to happen for her to be appointed. Yeah, they have the votes for her since Romney said he would put her in place. Yeah. So there still is a process that needs to happen. So there still is a process, T-Mail. So that has to happen. Yeah. So yes, there has to be votes that have to be made. And once she does win, then she can take the seat. So take some time, and thank you for that comment, T-Mail, because we do, there's a lot of people that don't know how that is done, right? We look at everything. We look at presidents, we look at our mayors, we look at governors even, but like as far as like Supreme Court is like, what do you do? And those guys have been there since freaking the dawn of man, it seems like. It seems like they've been down there since dinosaurs roamed the earth, for crying out loud. They hold on to their seat till death. You know what I'm saying? So that is a very good question for sure. Romney said that Romney said that day, I noticed rumors about Barrett's nomination, so I think the Republicans already knew. Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is that like rumors about Barrett being nominated have been circulating for like 4 or 5 days now. As soon as he said, I'm going to be appointing someone and she's female, she's really incredible and she's female, everyone started going, oh, it's Amy. It's definitely Amy Barrett. It's going to be Amy Barrett. It's going to be Amy Barrett. Wait for it. It's Amy Barrett. There's been, like I said, even last night, right before I went to sleep, I was seeing a video about a breakdown of who she is. They're like, oh, soon to be nominated, Amy Barrett. You want to know who she is? Check out this breakdown. I'm like, damn, they already knew who he was going to nominate before she even knew she was being nominated, bruh. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and T-Mail 27, definitely comment down below and let us know where you're commenting from. That would really mean a lot. I always like to meet new folks on this show. You know what I'm saying? So that would be really, really dope. And then also, everyone congratulate Tanya Vane, because Tanya Vane is now officially a moderator of the chats. So congratulations, bro, because I really do need that extra shark in the waters, making sure that, you killing anything you smell. Like anytime you see blood and smell blood, you attack it, baby, because we got a lot of trolls on this show from time to time. So Tanya Vane, thank you. And also, I'll say this too. Tanya Vane will be making some appearances on the show as well, because he's really great and he has a lot of information and a lot of research that he likes to contribute. So you will be seeing him in the flesh via Skype on the show, on the morning shows, actually. So I'm very excited about that. You know what I'm saying? So he's part of the new fam. You know what I'm saying? So yes, where's your certification? Is that, see that wrench right next to his face, right next to his name? Bang. That is the certification. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I need some sharks in my team, in my midst. You know what I'm saying? And he's dope. So Tanya Vane, thank you so much, and thank you for being a moderator too. I appreciate that, brother. But anyway, we got to jump into this other story because there is something else that I found very interesting. Shoot, now I got to find it. I had it, and now it's gone. Now it's gone. No. Hold up. Yeah, it's gone because I started looking up all this Amy Barrett stuff. Okay, so apparently there is a brain-eating amoeba that was found in the water supply in Texas. Here it is, y'all. We have a pandemic that we're dealing with right now. Okay, we got a pandemic. We got the Rona going on. We got COVID-19 flying throughout everywhere, right? We have all that BS we have to deal with. Then on top of that, just a couple days ago, I was talking about on the night show, if I'm correct, there is a mosquito transmitted disease or virus that is getting people very, very sick and killing like cattle and stuff like that. Then now we have some BS that's in the water supply, apparently eating brains. That's just, normal stuff. Normal stuff. So we're going to take a look at this video because, they're going to explain it a lot better than me. And, yeah. This is 2020, y'all. Enjoy.
Hi, Stephen Romo here with ABC 13. We're talking about the order to not drink water that's happening now in the city of Lake Jackson. It's all due to concerns about the brain-eating amoeba. Now, it sounds scary, so we wanted to break down what exactly that means. We've been talking to doctors and health experts about this situation and what it actually entails. This was for a much broader region for people who got their water from the Brazosport Water Authority, but now it is just for the city of Lake Jackson. So that new information since our newscast this morning. The concern is that this brain-eating amoeba, known as Naegleria fowleri, is very deadly. About 95% of people who get it actually die from it. It's very difficult to treat, though it is extremely rare to actually get. That explains the level of concern, though, just because of how deadly it is, even though it is still very rare. Now, we talked to Dr. Noreen Mayberry this morning. She's known as the Tox Doc. She knows a lot about different types of things that can be toxic to our bodies, including stuff like this brain-eating amoeba. Here's what she had to say about why a boil water order is not enough in this situation.
If you do happen to get it, the consequences are very severe and very few people survive.
No kidding.
So there's a low likelihood of getting it, but if you do, again, very few people survive. The symptoms progress very, very rapidly. And as you know, some people think that, well, if I'm not if I'm not getting into a pool or if I'm not jumping into fresh water, it's not that big of a deal. But again, you shouldn't be drinking it. You shouldn't be consuming it. You shouldn't be cooking with it. So people need to be aware and also make adjustments to how they're preparing meals as well, because they definitely don't want to be cooking with water. Some people think you can boil it out. But again, Naegleria fowleri is found in hot springs. That is very, very hot water. So it is viable in hot water. So don't think you can boil it out.
Oh, boy.
A huge difference there when it comes to dealing with this versus dealing with some type of other possible contamination in a water system. If it actually gets into your body, it can cause a condition known as amoebic meningioencephalitis. That's the actual term for it. Whenever the amoeba affects your brain, it can be very deadly, as we mentioned before, although it is extremely rare. It usually enters the body through the nasal cavity, going up to your nose if you're in a lake or some other type of water, usually stagnant water. But the idea that it could be detected in a water supply, of course, very alarming. There are more sensitive tests being conducted right now for the water in Lake Jackson to make sure that it's not in there. But in the meantime, you're ordered, if you live there, not to use that water for anything. And as we just heard from Dr. Noreen Mayberry, not to brush your teeth, not to cook, not to bathe, anything. And Micah Hatfield was telling us early, basically authorities are saying you can only use it to flush the toilet. You can't use it for anything else right now. People are buying bottled water due to their concerns. A lot of people are also reaching out to health authorities right now due to that concern. But they say you should not be worried. You should not even reach out to them, and definitely don't call 911 unless you have the symptoms that Dr. Noreen is going to tell us about right now.
Okay.
So a change of sense of smell or taste, and that's, odd because, that's also with COVID. A change in sense of smell or taste is a symptom you need to pay attention to. But also fever, any kind of sudden or severe headache, a stiff neck, if you have sensitivity to light, nausea, vomiting, any kind of confusion, or if you see loss of balance, if someone is just super sleepy, abnormally sleepy, any kind of seizures or hallucinations, seeing things or hearing things that aren't there. And you must see a doctor immediately. Now, also beware that these symptoms can begin within 2 to 15 days after exposure to the amoeba. Okay, so that is why you really need to pay attention and not.
Now, this is not a virus or
This
a
is
bacteria.
insane.
It is an amoeba, which is why it is more important that you pay attention to this. This is the latest that we're getting from the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality, reminding people not to use water, though it has been lifted for most Brazosport Water Authority users. That's the great news, because at one point this morning, 58,000 people were affected by this do not use order. Now it is only Lake Jackson residents who have to not use their water. Many people buying that bottled water to use in the meantime. We have no really timeline right now to figure out when this will end, but we have been hearing from Brazoria County health authorities, though, about how rare this illness actually is.
It's a very rare infection.
Is it rare?
In fact, we haven't seen it in years. It's a protozoal infection, a parasite, so to speak, generally acquired through water exposure, often stagnant water and things like that.
Stagnant water. Stagnant water. Okay.
It does seem to get access to the person it infects most of the time either through oral or nasal routes. And that's, like I say, it's an extremely aggressive infection, very, very difficult to treat.
So basically, don't go swimming in a pond or some still water. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, so this brain eating, it's literally a brain eating amoeba, is being found in their water supply. So of course everybody's losing their damn minds, understandably, because they're going, oh my God, there is a killer that is lurking through our pipes. You can't even take a shower the same anymore. And yeah, you can't even boil it off. You can't boil it off. It is something that is just there. It is indestructible. Maybe you can, inject it with some bleach. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. But at the same time, in Lake Jackson, Texas, there is a do not use water advisory for their tap water. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Think taking a bath, just even boiling some rice, or just boiling anything, make a hard-boiled egg. You got to use bottled water for everything now? That's insane. Can't use a Brita because a Brita ain't going to clean that out. So what do? There's going to be a lot of stinky people in Lake Jackson, Texas. I'm telling you, I'll tell you what. What else are they supposed to do? What else are they supposed to do? Man, the fact that we are already dodging all this other BS. We're dodging the Rona. We're dodging these killer mosquitoes that are out here giving people viruses as well. Now, on top of that, there's a brain-eating amoeba in the water. Damn. Don't drink the water, y'all. Vodka does just fine. I'm just kidding. But that's insane, y'all. People can't even go and do their thing. Can't even take a shower. What if you have to go and take a dump and there's splashback? Is that a bad thing? Or do you have to drain the toilet water out and fill it up with bottled water? Think about it. Inquiring minds would like to know, what if that goes up the bum hole? Am I dead? You know what I'm saying? You're dropping the kiddies off in the pool. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your business. You're going number 2, right? And then all of a sudden, bagoosh, and that thing splashes back. You know what I'm saying? You had a heavy breakfast. If it splashes back, do you have the amoeba now? Is your brain going to be eaten by this amoeba? By the whatever I forgot what was the name of it? The Nigellera fowleri. Sounds like a basketball player's name. But real talk. Nigellera fowleri. What if that's just a boosh? Like, what do you do? What do you do? That's what I'd like to know. Squat, my friend. Yeah, just dig some holes. Yeah, just dig out your own latrine in the back and just, and then cover it up like a dog. You know what I mean? Unbelievable, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's I couldn't do it. But imagine that. You can't even, so you're going to see like a shortage of bottled water now. And then if this is a thing that turns into other places pop up with other brain-eating amoebas, there's going to be a huge shortage. And I wonder what's going to happen. Like, what are they going to do? Are they going to ask for a large surplus of bottled water to come to their town? Because eventually there won't be one bottle water in sight to be found in any store. Because everybody's going to go and buy them. You saw those things. You saw those guys running around. You know what I'm saying? You saw those guys running into supermarkets getting pallets, literally pallets of water, of bottled water. Crazy. Yeah, Zen Master, 2020 strikes again. Damn. Like I said, if we all come out of this in one piece, not get the Rona, dodge some disease-ridden mosquitoes, and now not die from some brain-eating amoeba in tap water, man, we are all superhuman. We are freaking superhuman heroes. I'm telling you. Damn, bruh. Damn. Tanny Vane, I always knew I would die from pooping. Facts, man. Imagine. Bagoosh, and then it's over. Splash back on your bum hole, and it's over. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. It's a wrap, son. I'm sorry, you got the Nigellera fowleri. You got the Hakeem Olajuwon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy. What a way to go, exactly. How did you get it? Well, I was just taking a shit. Got a little splashback on my bumhole. And now I got this amoeba eating my brain. That's nuts. It's tragic. Anyway, I got one more story to talk about, so I'm going to jump onto this really quick. This is I can't even believe, man. This one's great. Here it is. So we got to talk about Joe Biden. What else is new? We got to talk about Joe Biden, our good friend, Joe Biden. Well, you know, Joe Biden. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Joe Biden. So there is a video that surfaced on social media on Friday of presidential candidate Joe Biden speaking in front of U.S. service members and appearing to call them stupid bastards. I can't even believe I'm reading this. He said, and I quote, in this video, he said, I have incredibly good judgment. Biden said in this video, 1, I married Jill. 2, I appointed Johnson to the academy. I just want you to know that. Clap for that, you stupid bastards, in a seemingly sarcastic tone. Biden then appeared to say that the soldiers must be slow and called them a dull bunch. During the same speech, Biden praised the troops, saying, "You're the finest generation of warriors the world has ever known. Thank you very, very, very much." So, I love it because he's like, I have incredibly good judgment. 1, I married Jill. 2, I appointed Johnson to the academy. I want you to know that. Clap for that, you stupid bastards. Like, what? So, we got the video here. We're going to take a look. Why? Why, Biden? Why? Oh, yo. We're going to take a look at this. It's literally 10 seconds long, and it's everything that you don't want to have seen during a presidential election run. Okay? Whew, this is bad.
1, I married Jill, and 2, I appointed Johnson to the academy. I just want you to know that. Just clap for that, you stupid bastard.
Did you hear that? I'm going to play one. I'm going to play it one more time, just to make sure you heard that. One more time.
1, I married Jill, and 2, I appointed Johnson to the academy. I just want you to know that. Just clap for that, you stupid bastard.
Oh my God. Okay. Now, there's a couple of factors you can put in here. 1, maybe he was speaking, maybe it was a tough crowd. Maybe he was talking to a tough crowd, and they weren't feeling him, and they weren't liking him or something like that. Maybe they were all, maybe they're Trump supporters. Maybe, I don't know. You never know. Maybe he was talking to a group that were not feeling him at all. Because obviously he said in the video or in his speech that he was calling the soldiers slow. He was saying these soldiers must be slow. They're a dull bunch. So maybe he was getting aggravated at the fact that they weren't clapping at anything that he was saying during the speech. Now, I don't have the full speech. I haven't seen the full speech, but just that clip alone doesn't make him look good. But then if you think about it, maybe it was a situation where he was in a room full of people that were not for Biden. So even if he was sitting there saying, hey, I love the troops and I love what you guys do, and they're not clapping, you're just getting crickets the entire time, I could see him getting a little peed off, a little pissed off, right? So, but you don't do that. Obviously he's sitting there going, oh yeah, you guys are the finest generation of warriors the world has ever known. But then before that saying, you must be slow and you guys are a dull bunch, to clap for that, you stupid bastards. Like, that's some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So, question I'd leave up to you guys is, was that okay? Is that passable? Here it is. I'll say this also too. I've heard Trump say some really bad stuff too. You know what I'm saying? He said some crazy stuff. He has called people who had died, warriors, veterans that have died in war, losers and such. You see what I'm saying? He said some really bad stuff. I mean, he just said, clap for that, you stupid bastards. Maybe it was him trying to just say, yo, you guys aren't responding to anything I'm saying, and I just said something really good about one of your higher ups, higher up officials. I appointed this dude. To the academy. You should give him some love for the fact that I at least appointed this guy. Clap for it, man. The hell's wrong with you? You're not clapping for anything else. So that's a possibility. But at the same time, man, did he It sounded like he had a tough crowd. He was like, hey, is this thing on? Clap for that, you stupid bastards. MB, stand up is tough. You know what I'm saying? You're going like, is this on? Yo, hey, I just said something dope about somebody you should care about, one of your leaders. You're not going to clap. Ain't nobody going to clap for that? You're not going to clap for that. So he must have been real frustrated, really angry. But at the same time, the way it's being cut up, the way it's being put out there does not make Biden look good in this situation. It's not a good one. You know, it's not a good look. But, you know, like Drobo just said, they did clap. They clapped. Like when he finally said, clap, you stupid bastards, he finally said, okay. Everybody's like, all right, you're right. He did appoint, one of our leaders, one of our higher ups, our boss or whatever. Yeah, we should clap for that. At least we got to clap for that. But we don't like you, Biden. You know what I'm saying? So I think he went up there. He was doing his thing. He was in a crowd filled with people that were not feeling his ish. And they were just like, nah, we ain't just, arms folded, kind of almost like they were booing at him, but not really. You know what I'm saying? And then he was finally like, all right, I'm saying all these really good things. You're not feeling what I'm saying, but I'm saying this one thing that you should most definitely clap for, so that at least I could know that there's blood pumping through your veins. So clap for that, man. Are you listening, guys? Clap, damn it. Clap. But someone took that, cut it up, chopped it up, threw it out into the Instagram or the TikToks and the social medias, and now Biden has to explain himself. You know what I mean? Joey, you have some splaining to do. Like that. Which is sad. But at the same time, I've heard Trump say worse. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing. It's amazing. And like I said, the 29th is going to be one hell of a show. I cannot wait. Tuesday could not come here quick enough. Tuesday could not come here quick enough because I'm going to literally be sitting there, popcorn, ready to watch this ish. It's going to be insane. But definitely comment down below and let me know what you think on that one, because I don't know. I don't think it was all that bad. I think there's been worse. You've seen Trump try to mimic somebody who is, mentally retarded. You know what I'm saying? Or physically, and has some sort of physical disable, who's physically disabled. You know what I'm saying? And he's done all those kind of stuff. He's done really bad stuff. And it just gets swept under the rug. Biden, who's just sitting there trying to gain the respect of the crowd, and they're not giving it to him. Like I said, I've seen worse. I don't think he should get I don't think he should be, oh my gosh, he said this. God forbid. Nah. I don't think he should get in trouble for that. Like I said, let's look at all the stuff that Trump has said and all the crazy stuff that he said at a podium. That's just the tip of the iceberg. So, anyway, Zen Master, yes, he lost his cool. But you might be looking at the way the military will divide. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. But like I said, there's a lot of military that don't mess with Biden. There's a lot of military that is Trump all day. America, Trump all day. Trump, Pence, 2020. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, going in, Lucas, I'm voting for Trump anyways. You lying anyways. You just don't like Trump. Like I said, I've never lied about that. I am not a huge fan of Trump. I think he's done some really cool things. I think he's done some strong things, but I don't think that he's a good person. I don't like him. I don't think he's a good person. Has nothing to do with him being business-wise. He's a great businessman. He does great with that stuff. But as far as him as a human being, as a person that is a good human being, I don't think he's a good human being. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that doesn't take away from what he's done, the good things he has done until like the ish hit the fan, you know? And I'm waiting for the debate because as much as I don't want to vote for Trump, there are moments, like small moments like these, or in other moments, big moments that I've seen that Biden has done or said that has made me not want to vote for Biden either. So I'm waiting for the actual moment of the debate, so I can make my own personal decision on who's going to be, in my personal opinion, who I think should be running for the next 4 years. But like I said, I'm still waiting for that. I don't know. But Biden, I don't know if Biden could even handle a month in office right now. So I just want to see it, you know? But at the same time, they are both have done idiotic things in front of the microphone. And hopefully they'll both do really idiotic things in front of the microphone come Tuesday. Or Tuesday, Biden is so spot on and so focused, or Trump is so focused, or something like that. You know, they all, you know, up their ante on the Adderall, that they just come in, bang, and we have a full-on knockout brawl verbally. So I'm waiting to see what happens, you know. So I'm interested to see what he does. But so to answer your question, Mr. Super, yes, Tuesday night, instead of the 7 p.m. show, I will be doing a live watch party, watching the actual debate. So we can all sit, watch it together, put in our own 2 cents, hear what they have to say in regards to everything. But we are going to do a full-on watch party of the debate, because I don't think anybody's going to watch. I don't think anybody wants to miss it. I don't want to miss it, and I also think that there's going to be a lot of discussion that we can have during the debates, you know, and then, you know, we can kind of assess, like, okay, who did better, Trump or Biden, or who handled what issue or what question better, you know, Trump or Biden. You know, I think that's going to be a lot of fun, and I think we need to do that. We definitely need to do that. So I will be doing that Tuesday night. Big old show, big old watch party. That should be fun, you know. The only thing is I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to do it solely on YouTube or if I'm going to do it on some other platform, because YouTube, as soon as you do something that has anything to do with any kind of copyright infringement, they will hit you with a copyright claim, or they will cut down your stream solely because you are showing something else that isn't yours, that you don't have the rights to. So I'm a little nervous about doing that, you know? So I'm still trying to figure that out. I'll have an answer for that on Monday morning show for sure, you know? But it's time for me to get going, guys. This was fun. I appreciate the conversations. I appreciate the talk, you know? And so I will probably do I will most likely do a Zoom call type thing as well, so that like a few people can come on and be a part of the conversation and watch it with me live. But then, of course, everybody else can still chill and watch it on the chats and everything. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out everything. And Chardon, it's okay that you missed the show. You could just hit rewind and play it. You know what I'm saying? That's the other thing. Everybody who's watching right now, if you're not getting alerts of me going live or anything of that sort, please go hit that notification bell again. Like, unclick it and click it again, just so you know that anytime I do this, that you see me live. Because obviously this was very sporadic. I just decided, yes, Mr. T12, yeah, I'm live today. I'm about to wrap up, but I wanted to, but I do want you guys to know, hit that notification bell so that anytime I am live, you can actually go see that. All right. And be a part of the show. Because I might be doing these kind of things, these random pop-ups, pop-up shows over the weekends, especially like with big news or big stories that happen, so on and so forth. And also just so I can chop it up with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I miss y'all. You know what I mean? But yes. Oh, Mr. T. Six Flags was fun as hell. It was short-lived, though, because by the time we got out there, we only had like a little less than 2 hours before they shut everything down. And there was a lot of people still, like, there was lines. So when we got to ride a few rides, but I really wish I could have been able to get there a little bit earlier to do a few more rides. But it was fun to just go back, and just chill and have some fun. You know what I mean? Pics or it didn't happen, bruh. Chardon, I do have some video. I vlogged the fun, so I'm probably going to be putting that on Monday, so you guys can check it out. Just me hanging out at Six Flags, doing lines at Six Flags. No, I was standing in lines in Six Flags. Cocaine is terrible, yo. Cocaine is terrible. Don't ever do it. That's a scary drug. Don't ever do those lines. I guarantee you'll end up pregnant and dead at the same time. Don't do it. I recommend don't do it. Tanny Vane, it was busy to a certain extent. Like there were certain rides that we just went straight to it. We just walked right into it. You know what I'm saying? Crack is whack and crack is cheap. Whitney Houston, RIP. But it was busy, but it wasn't busy, if that makes any sense. So there were some rides that were just super, super busy because they were like the newest or the popular ones. And then there were other ones that were just like, we walked, like as soon as we walked into the park, we went right to the Batman. And that one was so fast. I mean, we went bang, 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 and we got onto the ride, and then it was so fast. But that's a very, very short and fast ride. But then there was other ones that took so freaking long, man. Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri. And so that was enjoyable. That was a lot of fun. But like I said, it was just, it was nice to take a trip down memory lane in a way. You know what I mean? I haven't been there since I was a kid. So it was really cool to be there and ride some old rides that I used to ride when I was a kid, and then ride some new rides where it's just like, what the hell is this ride? You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I'm most definitely going to be doing that again, hopefully in the very near future, before it gets too cold and too terrible out there. But I went with my sister and my girlfriend, and I had a really good time, So, yeah, roller coaster rides are a lot of fun, But Gator Country, what's up, man? Drugs are bad. That's why I only smoke weed. Facts, Gator Country. You know what I'm saying? I'm another adult who freaking loves roller coaster rides. Yeah, Chardon. You know what I mean? Yes, my sister's amazing, but at the same time, I got other sisters as well. They're all really, really sweet. They're all really amazing women. And I'm lucky to have them as my sisters, real talk, they're really dope. So, and I don't get to hang out with my sisters very often. So when I get to, it's always a fun time, it's always entertaining. Let's just say that. But, oh, wait. Okay, one last one. There's a place in Pittsburgh where you could that would turn into a haunted theme park. You could ride the roller coasters at night, and it's set up like a horror movie. Yeah, the same thing with Six Flags. They do Fright Fest. So starting like in the next couple days, the top of October, they literally are going to be doing Fright Fest. So everything that we were looking at, like while we were walking through like things that they were doing. You know what I mean? I already talked about the amoebas, man. Alan, so sorry if it's boring. Go and hit that rewind. I already did the whole conversation about it. Go rewind and take a look. But yeah, so they do that as well. So it's a lot of fun. But anyway, I do have to get going. Yes, I already know about this. Yeah, I'm going to do that in a separate video. You know, I got another video that's going to be coming out here very, very soon. And it has to do with 345,000 used condoms. There you have it. I said it. Crazy. So be on the lookout for that. But I do have another pop-up video that I just did about Joe Rogan and Spotify, and how Spotify employees are going to be basically walking out or doing a strike against Joe Rogan's podcast. So I just talked about that. So go check out that video, take a look at that, and be sure to comment down below and let me know what you think in regards to that particular situation. It's nuts with Joe Rogan. It's terrible. But I just want him to secure that $100 million and be done. You know, he should have the right to do what he wants or talk about what he wants. But anyway, I got to get going. I love all you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for jumping on this conversation. Be sure to be on the lookout for the next video I will be dropping here in the next couple hours. All right. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.